this is the main reason why I got Gwenpool tier 4. So let's kick off the review with an ABX speed villain day run for Gwenpool here. Now I was getting somewhere around, what was it, 13 million, close to 13 million with Green Goblin beforehand. So that's going to be sort of the litmus test here. The rotation's super easy. You just do 5 delay cancel, 4 cancel 3, cancel 2. It's a rage. It's a mighty rage. And there you go. That's the build. No, obviously we'll go over the build and we'll look at everything here. But honestly, the build is not too different from what I had. We're gonna just do that one quickly there so we can sneak in an extra rotation before he jumps, because he likes to jump early on blast day, or sorry, on burn day. But honestly, the build is not too dissimilar from what I had on Green Goblin. I never bothered to build up Mystique, for those of you wondering, because I hated her playstyle, and that for me is a big thing. I know it's not a big thing for all of the ABX heads and the ABL pros, because they're more interested in just the absolute maximum amount of score. I'm kind of in between, you know, I want a nice score, but I also want a character that's fun to play. The one downside right now to Gwenpool for ABX ABL is, let's try to sneak in one more rotation. She can get guard broken. Rarely, but she can get guard broken sometimes at the very beginning of her rotation. Unfortunately, there we targeted a mob instead of the Frost Beast, but it is what it is. I think most of the damage still splashed onto him. Most of the hits, which is more important in ABX. But yeah, she can sometimes, when the Frost Beast jumps, a couple of times, maybe once every 2 runs, I get guard broken once if I'm not paying attention. So just pay attention to that if you're playing with Gwenpool and you notice that. I've also heard people saying that they're waiting too long on the 5. You'll see the throwing animation and then you cancel everything. So it's pretty brief. If I were to give you like an exact amount of time, it's less than a second. It's less than a full second. So if you're doing it for more than a full second, then you know that you're doing it wrong, or not doing it wrong. You're just holding it for too long. There, I targeted a mob again for some reason. The other thing is you want to cancel out of the tier 3 towards the very end of the cooldown on 5. So when you see 5 has about, you know, 1 second or 2 seconds left, that's when you want to cancel it. Or you can look at your rage proc and see how much time is left on that. I don't think we're going to get a full rotation here, but hopefully we can wind up. Okay, yeah, almost. So almost 16.5 million on just my first run of the day. Just woke up, whatever, put my face on, boom, we're done. 16.5 million. That's the main reason. So that's an increase of 3 to 4 million over what I was getting with Green Goblin. And if you look at Green Goblin's build here, well, those white circles that don't have anything in them, those were Odin's blessings. Believe me, I know it's kind of weird, but they were Odin's blessings before I swapped him for Gwenpool. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He had 10 Odin's blessings once upon a time. Stage 12 Power of Angry Hulk, 6-star artifact, and a Mighty Judgment. Mighty Rage, very, very similar score there. Still a Mighty CTP. So 10 Odin's blessings for him versus we have 10 for Gwenpool. So same number of Odins, same type enhancement rank, same ISO set, 4-star artifact instead of 6. Similar type of artifact with just attack and in this case ignore dodge, but whatever. And then obviously a Mighty Rage there because she can't even use a Judgment, no elemental damage. But like I said, very similar build. And the difference obviously being that Green Goblin can't be tier 4. If you could tier 4 Green Goblin, he'd probably score as much or more than Gwenpool. We'll have to wait and see for that day. But as it stands right now, that's the main reason why I got her. And of course, that's not bad. That's not a bad score at all. Let's go ahead and check out how long she takes to solo Dormammu on the no buff day. So there's no damage increase from Dormammu being blast. All right, so my guess is we're gonna do it in like a minute, maybe a little bit over a minute, but the goal here is to do it fast, obviously. The goal is to do it fast. Don't trigger his next phase. Ah, crap. Okay, we did just a little bit too much damage, so now we're gonna lose like 15 seconds. I think it's something like that, 10 to 15 seconds. You can go on the last phase here, but we're not going to bother to pop the tier 3 because we don't need to. There you go. And her tier 3 does do a lot of damage. Her tier 4 is nice as well. It gives her that attack increase, but the tier 4 is where it's at. Let's go ahead and see here. Sub 1 minute, eh? I don't think that's happening, dog. I don't think that's happening, dog. Yeah. Pretty good damage, but not quite sub 1 minute. Okay. Minute 45. That's pretty good. It's not bad. I should probably get a better pulse on where my fastest clears are for this, but this is pretty good. And this is on no... so yeah, just over a minute. And this is with no damage buff. So on speed day... or sorry, on blast day where you're using speed types, she's going to do a lot better. The only kind of downside is you're going to have to pick one of the supports that has a leadership, and you can't bring Black Cat because she's tier 2. So you have to bring someone like Sin, or you have to bring another support that has some kind of leadership if you want that effect as well. Or you have to go in the dirtiest way possible, and you have to go and equip Deadpool's old uniform. You can absolutely do that. Those are the biggest buffs for Gwenpool, both leadership-wise and support-wise. I don't have the patience for that, so she could actually go even faster, right? If we swapped out Valkyrie for Deadpool lead and still used Sin, we could probably go even faster. About a year ago, I did a climb in Mephisto World Boss Legend with a bunch of speed female characters. So we're going to give Gwenpool one support, in this case Shuri, and we're going to see how long it takes her to climb, or not climb, to beat the stage, as I did with Luna and the other gals a year ago. I should have more buffs than I had a year ago. Plus, this is a tier 4, newer tier 4, right? Released much more recently. So we'll have to see how she measures up. But she's doing pretty good right now. Could be a little bit faster, I guess. I don't know. We'll see here. We get the cutscene. Things are going pretty well. This is 35 seconds in. Okay. Yeah. All right. We want to... I think the litmus test here... Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Hey, 45 seconds. Make sure that we one-shot him before he does that stupid phase thing. Where he, you know, chases you around. Because that just kills so much time. All right, we're just going to go ahead and gun this one. And if we get one-shotted, we get one-shotted. If she dies, she dies. She should be a lot faster. Here's the thing. She should be. We did cutscene ourselves to save ourselves, because otherwise we would have died. And now we just need to pin him in the corner to one-shot him. So he's going to come over here. We're going to do this, and then hopefully we're not going to get interrupted out of our tier 3. And we are... Okay, all right. So under 100 seconds, under 90 seconds, 84 seconds. That's pretty good. A minute 24. I believe Luna was like 2 minutes, but that was also a year ago when, you know, cards weren't as strong, swords weren't as strong. I didn't have world boss emblems, etc. So I do expect it to be faster, but that is a good sign because you're comparing it to Luna, who is obviously, you know, quite strong. And I think she may have had a brilliant last year, so this is also a better build. But the real test, obviously, is going to be on the higher-end bosses. Haven't played Jean in a while, but I remember doing this stage, 55 to 59 climb, with, I believe, a brilliant Rage Dr. Octopus. Because the restrictions are human villain. So I'm actually curious here. You're going to build her for ABX anyways. How does she do versus this stage? Ooh, okay. And she absolutely rips it. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Yeah, so less expensive build. Same cost tier 4, but more useful, I would say. Especially if you have Hulk, right? Because Hulk is going to cover those days that... those ABL days for Dr. Octopus. The only thing you need to be careful of is the targeting. This is my second run here. Because if you let the tier 3 play out too much, Jean will dash. Like the ignore targeting lock isn't on, and so Jean will dash, and then you're just left targeting nothing. Okay, there we got greedy, unfortunately. So I was trying to save the tier 3. We could do this faster. That's okay. It's whatever. Bottom line, I can do it faster. But let's see here. Yeah, this is really good because I was not struggling, but just kind of like I didn't have anybody good for this, right? Old Hulk definitely wasn't cutting it here. The Fear itself Hulk, but she's shredding this stuff. Yep. Okay. Double back. And then Beyblade Rip It. I think she benefits quite a bit from her tier 4. Because I do notice a little bit of a drop off in her damage when I don't have the tier 4. Obviously the tier 4 has buffs, but at the same time, you know. We're going to have this stupid little mini game here. Her movement speed is good enough, I would say, to dodge. And I think I was able to clear, for those of you wondering on the World Boss Legend Plus, I was able to clear, I think, stage 20 of Black Swan using Titan Hulk to crack the shield, and then using this exact build, Gwenpool tier 4, to break the shield. Or sorry, not to break the shield, to do damage after Hulk breaks the shield. I'll include a screenshot at the end here. But yeah, that was pretty nice. 20 of Black Swan's no joke, right? And with especially since she doesn't have type advantage. That's the thing with speed tier 4s, right? Lately, they've been a little bit hated on as far as... We're just going to pop this, dude. Screw it. As far as World Boss Legend Plus, combat types have gotten all the love because they have that type advantage that speed types don't, right? Gonna get out of there. Very nice, dude. Very nice. Yeah, she has plenty of time. Rage proc just did not want to activate there. Interesting. We're gonna get the dash mini game. Okay, should be able to kill her here on this last rotation. Maybe not. Actually, we don't have the tier 4 up. Damn. Want to clear with a clean 2 minutes. We're also gonna wait for her to come to the middle because otherwise we're gonna have some targeting issue. Wow, we didn't kill her with that either, eh? Jeez. Okay, we're gonna get bounced around by this shit. Oh my god, bruh. Bruh, I died! Oh my god! Okay, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, minute 30. That could have been a 2-minute clear. So she can definitely climb for you, which is the key there. She's not clearing it with like 5 seconds left, right? So she could definitely climb for me if I needed her to, all the way up to 59, and then I could take over with Thor, whatever, for 60. So let me give you that screenshot there for Black Swan. Ignore the death, whatever. It's one of those days. I've been having some bad luck. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Gwenpool. I'm quite happy with her performance at tier 4 for more content that I needed her for, right? Because obviously the content that we showed right at the beginning is where she crushes it. She does that super easily, super fun, super easy to play, and that's exactly what I like about her. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.